This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, Du Bois Circuit Court finds Schneider guilty. Man arrested for public intoxication. Woman arrested on alleged shoplifting crime. Kurt Guxel will be in with sports, and our WJTS Informed program continues. On our Monday with the Mayor segment, we speak with Rockport Mayor Gayanne Harney. All to come on WJTS TV News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. The Du Bois Circuit Court found Kyle D. Schneider guilty for the January 11th murder of 23-year-old Chloe Lubehusen. Under Indiana state laws, a murder has a sentence of 45 to 65 years. Lubehusen was found naked, stabbed, and bleeding on a porch of a residence in the 5800 block of County Road 650 South on January 11th. Schneider had previous felony burglary and domestic battery convictions on record. Because of this, Schneider also pleaded guilty of habitual offender enhancement, which could add anywhere between 6 to 20 years to Schneider's sentence. A report early this morning of a man passed out at the wheel of a car parked outside the Clay Street result has resulted in a public intoxication arrest. The Jasper Police Department was called to the parking lot of JR's Bar at 5:30 this morning. Upon arriving, police say they found 49-year-old David W. Kirsteins of Ferdinand sleeping in his Oldsmobile. Authorities say Kirsteins has a blood alcohol content level of 0.184%. He argued and attempted to get back inside his vehicle against the police requests. Kirsteins was booked at 6:30 this morning into the Du Bois County Security Center on a preliminary misdemeanor count of public intoxication. A Jasper woman was arrested yesterday evening after allegedly shoplifting and illegally possessing drugs at Walmart Supercenter on Newton Street. Police got a report of a shoplifter being detained by staff. The woman, 37-year-old Jamie Beeman, was reportedly being difficult and uncooperative. Beeman is accused of switching price tags on items, with the attempted theft totaling to $41.68. According to police, Beeman was in possession of marijuana, a smoking pipe, and multiple pills. Beeman was booked into the Du Bois County Security Center at 9 p.m. last night on preliminary charges that include a level 6 felony count of unlawful possession of a prescription drug and misdemeanor counts of possession of drug paraphernalia, marijuana, and controlled substance. An arrest follows an investigation of a crash in Du Bois Friday night. 28-year-old Trenton Humbert of Du Bois was going eastbound on Main Street before and attempted to turn north onto 3rd Street. Humbert made a wide turn because of how narrow the street was. The vehicle behind him, driven by 20-year-old Nathan Fleck, reportedly said he thought Humbert was going to turn to go south on 3rd Street. Fleck tried to pass Humbert and sideswiped him. Damages to both the vehicles and a Main Street yard is estimated to be between $5,000 and $10,000. According to a deputy at the scene, Fleck was determined to have a blood alcohol content of 0.49%. Fleck was booked into the Du Bois County Security Center on a preliminary misdemeanor count of minor consumption. He posted bond earlier Saturday morning. French Lick Resort has announced its summer concert lineup with some of country music's greatest names, as well as classic band that has been rocking for over 50 years. First off, on Saturday, July 20th, Martina McBride will take the stage. McBride, while needing no introduction, has been named one of country music's icons with hits like This One's for the Girls, A Broken Wing, and Wild Angels. Allen, who will perform at the resort on Saturday, August 17th, with his signature blend of smoldering vocals, rebellious lyrics, and raucous live performances. This 23-year veteran is sure to bring the energy to French Lick Resort. Finally, America will close out the summer series with songs that have thrilled audiences for over 50 years. Songs like A Horse with No Name, Tin Man, and Sister Golden Hair will surely make those in crowd feel right at home. All 3 Saturday shows will be taking the stage in the Hoosier Ballroom in the resort's event center, with all 3 starting at 8 p.m. and doors opening at 6 p.m. Tickets can be purchased via Ticketmaster or at the French Lick Springs Hotel front desk. Indiana plans to seek federal approval to begin offering low and moderate income people using the Healthy Indiana plan up to $1,000 over 12 months as they switch to employer insurance or other health care coverage. The HIP Workforce Bridge program would allow people to continue to spend the funds from their HIP Health savings accounts as they transition. The Healthy Indiana plan is funded through former President Barack Obama's signature health care law. The money would help people pay for premiums, deductibles, co-payments, and co-insurance for 1 year, regardless of whether they get insurance through a company or pay for it on the insurance exchange. Administration analysts estimate the program could help around 27,000 people per year. Indiana currently requires some people on Medicaid to either have a job, volunteer, or care for a young child or disabled adult to obtain the health care benefits. But the cost of transitioning from HIP to other health care coverage can be a deterrent to seeking employment. To launch HIP Workforce Bridge, FSSA has recommended a change to the federal waiver that permits the HIP program. The proposal aligns with the full implementation of Indiana's Gateway to Work initiative in 2020. The cost of the program would be $25.9 million a year, according to estimates by Milliman, Inc. The state plans to tap unutilized money from HIP Power accounts to help subsidize the program. The waiver request also extends an exemption to the work mandate for caretakers with dependent children younger than 13. The novel proposal would have only exempted guardians with dependent children younger than 7. This month, the FSSA will hold 2 community hearings on the proposal. If approved, the program will launch in 2020. A southern Indiana nature preserve is reopening with a new boardwalk for visitors to cross through a marsh area. The boardwalk goes for a half mile on a 1.5-mile loop trail through the Bean Blossom Bottoms Nature Preserve near Bloomington. The preserve was closed last summer so Sycamore Land Trust volunteers and contractors could build the elevated boardwalk with non-slip plastic decking. Sycamore's Chris Fox tells the Bloomington Herald-Times that 550 posts were set into the marshy ground, with ramps and turnarounds built to make it more accessible to people with limited mobility. The group says the area is home to some of Indiana's endangered species, including the Indiana bat, Kirtland snake, crawfish, frog, and rare orchids. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and inform are coming up next on 18 WJTS News.